Watch the intense post-season.
We love Pinoy sports. As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Slaps it home.
Job is not finished though.
Just a monster output for him. Meralco did not have an answer. One win away from the finals are the Tropang 5G.
It's going to be a game to watch. Game 6.
Yan po ang ating venue sa araw na ito, Inares Center, Antipolo. Para sa bakbakan ng Commissioner's Cup semifinals. Nakaamoy na ng TNT Tropang 5G ang finals, pero di sila pwede magkumpiyansa. Baka makuryente sila. Dahil ang Meralco Bolts, handang-handa nang itulak ito sa game number 7 sa Wednesday kung sakasakali. Kaya si Chris McCullough at kanyang mga kampe, kailangan luwabas ng mainit dito para tapusin na ang serye. Pero sabi ni Coach Luigi, huwag muna. Tignan natin kung ano mangyayari dito. Ako po si Charlie Cuna, kasama ko Dominic Uy. At itong laban ng TNT at Meralco. Checkmate ba o counter? Yan ang malalaman natin.
No, Charlie, itong Meralco Bolts, madalas maka-counter. Maganda ang ginagawa nila. Every time mananalo, susunod na game, matatalo, susunod na game, mananalo. Itong Meralco. So palitan, 1-3-5 was to TNT, 2-4 napunta dito sa Meralco game number 6. Tignan natin kung tutuloy pa rin ang trend dito.
Yun ang gusto ng Meralco na mangyari rito, that they continue winning those even-numbered games. But in that last odd-number game, game 5, nabigo sila ron in the end game. At digit-digitan ng labanan doon, Doms. Pero konting barrage of points lang mula kay Chris McCullough. Bumuka na.
Natignan mo rin yung field goal percentage. Diba? 49% pa rin sa TNT. 3-point field goals for TNT, 37%. 10 made, yun na mabigat doon. And then the 23 assists. But also, yung 76 starter points, nakita natin. The starters came to play, nakita natin in the third and the fourth quarter. Especially the fourth quarter, the big guys came and made baskets.
That's right, you know, just when you need it, you get it, and then that's all it takes to take a victory in this game. This guy was, of course, in the thick of all of those things, in the middle of all of that. Chris McCullough, he vowed to come back with a better game in game number 5 than he had in game number 4, and he kept his promise, Dom.
Way better game. At nakikita natin nung fourth quarter, especially itong si Chris McCullough, sunod-sunod ang puntos niya from the outside, from the inside. Tingnan mo yung disparity numbers, 24 as compared to 42 in game number 5. Even the number of attempts, 28 attempts, so 6 more attempts but shot 57%. 3 points, hindi naka-connecta ng game number 4. In game number 5, he made 3. Only 2 turnovers, and then ito nga yung fourth quarter points for Chris McCullough. 17 in that fourth quarter. At iba-iba yung depensa ang pinakita. They went small, he went to the basket and got layups.
So he was a great reinforcement para sa kanyang koponan TNT. So the reinforcement of Meralco, Patrick Gardner, has to step it up. In the past 2 games, more or less pareho ang kanyang mga numero. Nag-dip pa nga yung kanyang field goal percentage, Dom, sa game number 5. But as we said, you know, he's there. He's got a nice shooting touch. Just needs to get a little bit more involved and stay away from fouls.
Yun talaga. Fouls ang nagiging problema nitong si Patrick Gardner because limited yung nagiging minuto niya. He's tall, he's effective, he's able to make baskets. He's able to get rebounds. The problem is meron siyang mga rebound na natatawagan siya ng foul, and because of that, they're forced to sit him down, especially in that fourth quarter. Last 2.5 minutes na pinasok itong Meralco Bolts import.
That's right. So si Eileen may dadagdag na kwento para sa ating matchup today. Go Eileen, she.
Charlie and Dom, magandang gabi sa inyo. Isa lang ang naging common agreement ng Meralco Bolts after that Game 5 loss. They played uncharacteristically, but they had a good chance to win. Ika nga ni Coach Sandro Soriano, it didn't help that they were not able to recognize the mismatch early on. At dagdag pa dito, they had 12 turnovers that didn't help their cause at all. Dagdag niya that in a series like this, ang importante is being mentally tough. But talking about X's and O's, tataas pa daw ang kanilang chance if they're able to control the boards and play good D. Kaya naman today, the ask is to put a premium on individual defense, making sure they guard the locals, but also make an effort to push Chris McCullough out of his spots. Now let's head on over to our Coliseum announcer to meet our starting lineup.
Head coach of the Tropang 5G is Chuck Reyes. And now, let's meet the starters for your Meralco Bolts! Starting at forward from Cavite, number 7, Cliff Hodge. Also at forward from Quezon City, number 19, Bong Quinto. At center is the Bolts import, number 15, Patrick Gardner. At guard from Pangasinan, number 5, Jason Breckman. And also at guard from Ilocos Norte, number 11, Awesome Chris Newsom. Head coach of the Bolts is Luigi Trillo. Game officials are Ronald Gruta, Michael Deliza, Ping Oliva, and Jason Vinos.
Mga opisyalis natin sa laban na ito, Romel Gruta, Bing Oliva, Mike Flor de Liza, and Jason Vipinoso. Coach Chuck's guys are on your screen. Chris McCullough in the middle, of course. Iba na ang kanyang hairstyle ngayon. Old file photo yan. Ito naman si Patrick Gardner leading the 5 for coaches Luigi and Nenad.
Well, both teams starting with the same starting 5 in the previous game. And, you know, if you're Meralco, you really need to get off to a good start. Ayaw mo mapag-iwanan ka nitong TNT. Because I feel, di pa natin nakikita full strength itong TNT. Now with an import like Chris McCullough, he's moving that ball. And then in that win in game number 3, itong TNT forced to play without an import. They were able to get that. So parang slowly but surely, itong TNT locals and their import is coming together.
And on the jump, somebody violated the rules. At mukhang pupunta na sa panig ng Meralco for stealing that jump. Yun yung ginawa ni Chris McCullough. So 14-second shot clock dahil nasa front court na itong Meralco as they inbound the ball, try to get the first 2 points of the game. Hand off to Brickman. Napansin din doon ni the Dean Quinito si Patrick Gardner. Not much of an inside the paint type of player. Looks like a spot-up shooter from the outside as Brickman hits the first 3 of the game. So maybe Gardner, because of his height, needs to try to attack the basket a little more.
Well, you know, he needs to be able to get those rebounds. Get those rebounds without fouling. Yun ang importante para dito kay Gardner. Kasi nung unang laro niya, he fouled out. Yung previous game in game number 5, he had 5 fouls and na-limit yung kanyang minuto, especially in the fourth quarter.
Tama yun. You have to try to be like a ball. Yung nakatayo ka lang, kumukuha ka ng rebound sa taas. Huwag ka na manulak sa baba. That's wide. Sa tira na yun mula kay Jason. Shot clock violation. So good defense to start this game for the Meralco Bolts.
Charlie, itong si Gardner. Nung game number 5, 29 minutes lang ang nilaro niya. You know, we know that, you know, he's played, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, pero bago, pagkatapos nung huling laro niya, hindi siya masyadong naglaro. So, you know, he's in good shape, but needs to be able to get back into sharpness of being in the game.
Speaking of sharpness, that's a nice pass. Mula kay Chris McCullough finding Jason Castro finishing with his left. So they're on the board. Chris Newsom needs to step up his game.
For sure, that game number 2 na pinanalo ng Meralco, Chris Newsom was the star of that game with 25 points.
That's an assist for Patrick Gardner. He found Bong Quinto at the corner for another 3. So yung dalawang bucket ng Meralco so far mula sa Rainbow Country.
Very important for Meralco is to be able to grind it out. You know, if TNT goes into a run, because you can see that the locals are starting to score. Jason Castro, nakita rin natin big games by Pogoy. We know that Pogoy is a scorer. If they go into a run, kinakailangan yung disiplina ng Meralco will show.
Gardner, nahanap ni Brickman on the break. And Patrick Gardner finishes with a chance for a 3-point play and a nice find mula kay Brickman.
Good start for Meralco, 8-2 so far in the first 1 minute and change. You can see he's not really such a strong player inside. He's not going to post you up. But he has that, yung nakaharap sa basket, then from about 8-10 feet away, he has
May
that.
touch.
Yes.
The shooting touch yan, especially from 3-point range. He shoots well over 40%. swishes that free throw. So 2 threes and a 3-point play. Kaya naman nasa shot lang Meralco. Dalawa pa lang para sa TNT. Castro against Hodge. Pugoy, the quick pass to McCullough. First 3 of the game. Pasok agad para kay Chris McCullough.
Alam mo, nakita mo yung switch doon, Castro. Si Hodge ang pumapatay. I could have taken him. But they're trying to set up their import. Remember, the first game, 0 threes made for McCullough. In game number 5, tatlo na. Ang naipasok niya, 3 of 5.
Looking for Gardner off one leg. Can't hit the mark. He's on the ground. Gets up quickly kasi kailangan na bumalik sa depensa. Castro attacking the heart of that defense. It's swatted away by Gardner. Ambitious play para kay the Blur. Gardner to Brick. 1-3 already. Make it 2.
Always a good thing when Jason Brickman is scoring. Alam mo naman natin, and he is always looking to pass and set up his teammates, but when he's scoring, makes it doubly hard for him to be guarded.
3 3-pointers na para sa Meralco. 3 minuto pa lamang nakakaraan dito. So parang 1 3-pointer a minute yung kanilang production. McCullough having some trouble with Hodge. Now with the switch. He'll attack the defense and get it to go.
Wow.
Determinado eh.
At alam mo maganda dyan, pakiramdam niya na na-foul siya, di ba? Did not yell at the referees. Tumingin lang siya na, alam niyo, dapat may foul yun.
Oh, di ba? Wala bang pito? Sir, Brickman now against Kelly. Brickman going around him. Tipped away, tumama pa sa kanyang hita. Turnover ang resulta.
Good defense there by Kelly Williams.
That's what Kelly Williams does. You know, you have Kelly on one side, you have Cliff Hodge on the other, some veteran guys who play some D. Here's a 3 in transition by Brickman that's brought to us by Arena Plus Sportsbook. 12-7 ang ating talaan. 8 minutes and 20 remaining in the first period. The second game of our doubleheader sa araw na ito earlier. Ginebra clinched a spot in the finals with a 118-107 victory, and RJ Barrientos spraying 30 points throughout that game. That's a 3 from TNT Calvin Oftana. So 3 threes for Meralco, dalawa na para sa TNT.
1 for Oftana and 1 for McCullough.
Quinto to the hoop. Nice challenge for McCullough. Had him change that shot. Chance to take the lead for the Tropang 5G. McCullough wants the lead. He won't get it. Offensive rebound. Oftana, too tight underneath, missed the layup. Newsom against Pogoy. Always a good matchup in dalawang yan. Newsom will take Pogoy into the paint. Turn around, Jay. Off target. McCullough the board.
Pogoy, we know him as a scorer, but he's a tough defender as well. Can defend much bigger guys.
Castro, change of pace, goes to McCullough. He'll dip it into Kelly. Basket is good! Tied ball game, a chance for the lead with a bonus free throw coming up for Machine Gun Kelly.
Charlie, the way they are playing with their import, doesn't seem like pangatlong laro pa lang itong si Chris McCullough.
That's the foul and he gets it up. Talaga ni Kelly, panalo play of the game, hatid sa atin ng TNT yan.
Just good ball movement, and then he is getting to the spots that he needs to be.
Bong Quinto didn't like the call. Said something to the referee, so he gets warned for resentment. Now it's Paulo Trillo working on the referee. He's the team manager of Meralco. Who comes into the game? That's Rey ng Batak. Pinalitan si Jason Castro. So Castro has a basket and an assist already. But Nambatak looking to duplicate his performance from game number 3, where he scored a conference high, I think 16 points. Di nakuha namang, hindi sa free throws, tabla tayo sa 12 apiece. Getting down to the 7-minute mark of the first period. Game 6 po ito, lamang ng isang game. Ang TNT 3-2 in the series. So they win today, TNT will meet Ginebra in the finals. Down to Gardner. He faces, goes up.
I was going to say, that's good help by the import. Nakikita mo, off that switch, they're fronting itong si Gardner, and then nakatulong agad yung kanilang import na si Chris McCullough. He's being that rim protector, getting deep into that shaded lane.
Gardner will head to the line para sa dalawang free throws. He's just 26 years old, so hindi pa masyadong nakakaikot sa mundo ito kasi we've had some imports this conference doon who've been all over the place, diba? Yung mga katulad ni Chapman, and then the import of Terra Firma has also been all over the place. Si Mubashar Ali, Marvin Jones actually, who this guy replaced, had also been a well-traveled import.
Nakakatuwa talaga ito si Option. I wonder if we're going to see him back.
The big guy?
Yes.
The very big guy.
Can you imagine if he loses like 20 pounds?
Yeah, he was very good. He was a legit NBA prospect back then. This guy was a first-round NBA pick, and he's showing his stuff. Not that time, though, as he forced that basket. Pagsak yung dalawang import, takbuhan na. Ito na si Newsom, nagmamadali. Gardner gets down quickly. Hands it off to Newsom. Balik kay Gardner. Quick release from three. And that's off target.
That's good defense by TNT.
2-point lead for the Bolts. McCullough handling. The double comes. Had to pick up his dribble. They go to Ray Nambata. And the reach in from behind. Nahuli ni Romel Gruta. Jason Brickman with his first personal.
Off that pick and roll, they doubled him right away, wanting him to give up that basketball.
Here's another dude who needs to watch his fouls. Si Brandon Benuelas Rosser.
Grabe yung intensity kasi ni BGR. Di ba lahat ng bola gusto niyang kunin, lahat ng tira gusto niya supalpalin. So he's so active, which gives a lot of opportunities for the referees to blow the whistle.
Ayun, nakaagaw si Jason Brickman. Hahabol pa si Nambatak, pero na-finish ni Jason Brickman.
He's got 8 points.
Yeah. Early points para kay Jason Brickman, and he's got half of the output. 16-12 is our score. Timeout brought to us by Soler Online. Play the game your way on Soler Online Sportsbook.
Come on, let's get one back door, eh? Let's get the back door. Get in all the fans. We talked about this. We talked about this.
Hire our official home innovation partner, LGR, our official outfitter, Healthy and Pure Brand, our official hydration partner, Jamaica Tech, our official IT partner, our valued licensees, PBA Rush and Signal, World Balance, Daily Fantasy.
The PBA semifinals sa pagitan ng TNT at ng Meralco. And the biggest takeaway of TNT from their last game is bringing down their turnovers from 15 to 11. At sumunod din dito ang points of turnovers from 26 to 15. Ika nga ni Coach Josh Reyes, all this was made possible by coming in better prepared. In our losses, we let the physical, rugged play of Meralco get the best of us. Kaya naman building off their last game, ang sigaw ni Coach Josh, we just need to take shots, may it be coming from good ball movement or screens. We are anticipating that Meralco will be ready to counter with their defensive schemes, but we are banking on our adaptability to take us further like it did in the past. Balik sa inyo, Don and Attorney Charlie.
Thanks, Eileen. Alam ko, nalimutan na ako ni Eileen. Hindi katagal na ba tayo hindi nagkita, Eileen? So, but thanks for the report. Basket coming off that timeout para sa TNT to cut the lead down to just 2. Jason Brickman, who's got 8 points already, goes to Gardner. Late ng bantay. Atake agad si Patrick. Wanted to feed it to Cliff Hodge. Just 2 turnovers of Patrick Gardner on passing errors already. Gonna take care of that goal. Yun, nabanggit nga ni Eileen, yung turnover. That's what you want to keep down. At this level, kasi semis na ito, no? All the teams are good. You make a mistake, the other team is gonna make you pay. Oh, check that out. Yung dalawang letranista, nagbakbakan doon at nagwagi. Si Ray Nambata.
Makikita may frustration dito kay Bongkito. Kanina na warning na siya sa kanyang complaining. And then this time, a little bit late yung depensa ng Meralco, forcing Quinto to go up and foul Nambatak. But Nambatak still able to make that basket.
Kasama yan eh, di ba? In the NCAA, they were teammates. Front court player pa si Bongkindo nun eh. Lakas minutes kasi sa loob maglaro niyan. Ray ng bata.
Napaganda naman, di ba? Nagagamit na yung pagposte, di ba? Dito sa PBA.
Sino yung dalawa ni Mocon nga, di ba?
Yeah.
The two small front court players of Meralco play very similarly ang lakas sa loob. Tignan yung pangalawa, number pa rin 16 all is our score. And these two teams ay mahilig magdikit eh. Itong dalawa, dahil yung score hindi nagkakalayo talaga. Gardner forces it up and he gets fouled. And that's the tendency when there's a 7-footer or 6'11" type of player who takes a shot, you reach up for it, you're gonna hit his arm.
Yep. Especially you're trying to steal that basketball. Pag bilang umangat na tatamaan mo talaga yung elbow.
Patrick Gardner from the University of Marist. Hindi sa Marikina. Hindi ba yun?
Pero meron tayong mga kaibigan na galing doon. Teammate ko dati, si Ronald Tuan.
Oh, tsaka nag-coach dyan si Coach Freddy Hubalde sa Marist for several years. One of the greats. Free throws are good for Patrick.
Si Chuchu Serrano dyan po magaling.
Oh, Marist rin ba si Chuchu? Okay. Up by 2 still, Meralco. Ng batak. It's off his foot. He saves it, throws it back, but then nakuha na ng White Shirts. Cancino. This is the layup. Patrick Gardner controlling the rebound. Are they going to be called for a foul? No, okay. Kala ni Gardner, siya na naman eh.
Kasi pareho silang number ni Jordan Heading.
Yes. Tama. Si Gardner. Magwawala na siya. Ako na naman.
Sa rebound na naman.
But Cancino wasn't really sure whether he was going to pass or take that layup. And Cancino's numbers have dropped considerably dito sa semifinals.
Alam mo, defensively, TNT has done a good job on it.
Coach Chot is upset about something. Coach Jolas, who's their team manager, is also upset. He's saying double foul and sinasabi niya dapat nagkatulakan. Hindi lang naman isa daw ang nanulak. Call will stick. May warning pa against TNT. CJ out to Brickman. Brickman in the middle. Takes it. Can't make it. And look at Chris McCullough higher than everybody else. Para sa rebound na yun. McCullough challenging the defense of Gardner. He'll miss the shot.
Much better matchup.
Oh, look at Brandon. No, that's Chris McCullough rather, who took it away from CJ Cancino. Na-confuse ako, partner. Medyo pareho yung
buhok. Pero alam mo, yung matchup na dumidepensa si Gardner dito kay Chris McCullough, mas magandang depensa yan. Right? McCullough having a much harder time because it's harder to shoot over the outstretched arms of Patrick Gardner as compared to a JV Mocon, as compared to a Cliff Hodge.
Pero nakita nga ni McCullough in that game number 5, pag dumikit siya, as we see the chairman of the board ng governor natin, si Ricky Vargas and Jolas, si McCullough alam niya mas quick siya kay Gardner eh. Kaya sinusubukan niya take to the basket, baka sakali malagpasan niya. Ay, may report ka?
Charlie, hindi na kita makakalimutan. And Don, a well-adjusted Chris McCullough stayed true to his promise and poured 17 of his 42 points in the fourth quarter to help his team close out Game 5. Ika nga ni Chris, that fourth quarter was all about looking for mismatches with Patrick Gardner in foul trouble. They were putting a lot of guys on me, so I had to find a way. In addition to that, I spent a lot of time watching film to understand how the guys play so I can better acknowledge their presence in the game. And today, as he says, will be no different. We need to bring our maximum effort to further our chances of moving forward. Balik sa inyo.
Thanks a lot, Eileen. And, well, they're trying their best. Game still tied at 18 apiece. That's a miss from McCall, another one. Ito na Meralco. Gusto lumang ulit. Hodge and Nambatak. Babakbakan sa poste. What's Mike Flordeliza gonna say? Oh, foul si Nambatak. Okay. Jostling for position.
Both guys will not allow the other guy to get position on them. Hodge and Nambatak.
Pulitan lang yung dalawa. May timeout na tinawag. We're tied at 18. Timeouts brought to us by Solero Online. Play the game your way on Solero Online Sportsbook.
Jason, you were no stranger to high-pressure moments such as this one, but you personally, what are you looking to impose today to force that Game 7?
Yeah, I think we just got to come out with a lot of energy. It's a do or die game, so we want to be really good on defense and just play our best game today.
Can you talk a little more about that experience playing into overseas and of course being in these kinds of situations, because I'm sure you've learned a lot from that?
Yeah, I think just using my experience, I've played over 10 years overseas, so just using that experience to help this team keep us under control and just try to get the best shot every time down.
Well, Brickman was preaching about defense, but so far his offense has been great. He's got 8 points here in the first quarter. And now JV Bukon, papasok lang off the bench partner, nakadalawa na agad.
Gotta love how he is challenging the import. Di natatakot. Alam niya kailangan ng depensa. But also when he has the opportunity to score, he will take it. And very important yung sinabi ni Brickman doon, yung keeping everybody under control. Because importante yun, in a game that is high octane, that's got so much pressure, so much emotions, you need to be able to be in control.
Well, Henning took control there and hit that three-pointer from upstairs.
Pati nung game number 5, Jordan Henning, and itong si Chris McCullough, the ones who took over in that fourth quarter.
Mocon will try to get it back too strong on the rebound is Henning. Tingnan mo yung matchup rito, Doc, kasi na-cover ko rin yung game number 5. Si McCullough at si Mocon, nagkakapigunan yun ng game 5. So let's watch it and see. Ayan na naman sila, jostling for position as Henning will try again. Can't get the back-to-back, in and out yun. Bagsak si McCullough, Mocon called for the foul. Exactly what I was saying.
He's got to move his feet a little bit more.
McCullough not happy with Mocon.
Kasi
Mocon's really trying to
ginagamit niya
tweak
lahat
it.
ng lakas niya, di ba? Hawakan niya, ulak niya. And that's what's important.
To diffuse the situation, nilabas na ni Coach Chot muna si Chris McCullough. Total.
Nakaka-10 minutes na rin siya nag-good time to take a rest.
Let's see if Gardner can take advantage of this situation na walang import na katapat. In the meantime, Brandon Canuelas-Rosser heads it back to Henning. Pogoy against Cancino at the post. Turnaround jumper is good for RR.
Specialty of the house, posting up against the guards of the opposing team.
I'll say it. TNT has zero respect for the defense of CJ Cancino. They've been going at him game after game.
They will attack him every time.
Every time. Kahit sino yun, Oftana, whether it's the import, Pogoy.
And even Brickman.
And there's Patrick Gardner. Nasa out siya ron, pero nasa ron naman siya. Putback is good. And a bonus free throw coming up for Mr. Gardner. On the miss, and then he gets it back. Nasakyan niya. Si RR Pogoy. Piggyback.
Gotta love the aggressiveness of Gardner. Gardner already with 6 rebounds. Rather, 3 rebounds. 6 dito kay McCullough.
Yung tumira ron na yung sa basket na finalo up dito si Gardner was Aaron Black, who's now in the game. Another fellow who can help them off that bench. But yun na nga, you mentioned it earlier, we were talking pre-game. It's a bit of a smallish lineup talaga para sa Meralco. Look at that, aside from Gardner, you've got a bunch of small guys on the
Bihira
floor.
na nilang gamitin yung Brandon Bates.
And Raymond Almazan, too. As we see, Brandon Canuelas-Rosser kinumpleto Yung baseline cut niya, pinasa sa kanya. Basket is good. Bonus free throw on the way.
Raymond Almazan also coming off an injury. So it hasn't been really, not too many minutes, right? Especially in the semifinals. Brandon Bates as well.
Oo nga, si Almazan parang pinatitikim lang tapos upo ka na. That's it. Banquero comes out to receive it. Banquero can't get free from heading. He'll try to drive. Finger roll is up and in for Chris.
Just such a good player off that pick and roll. Knows how to use those screens. Knows how to use his teammates to get that advantage.
Pogoy wants it. They're going to go at Cancino again. No, he gives it up to Heading. Three from the corner. That's good! Second one for Jordan.
Second three-point shot for Jordan Heading. And that's 4 3-point shots right now para dito sa TNT.
Nalagpasan na nila ang Meralco. Sa tatlo pa rin para sa Meralco. 3 early ones. Halos patas na ang oras ng ating mga clocks. Kaya relax muna si Chris sabay. Oh, that's blocked away.
Good help defense that time by Oftana.
I think Chris Banquero forgot that Oftana's a legit 6'4". Kalimutan with leaping ability also and some long arms.
And he's a good defender.
6 seconds to shoot.
6 to shoot for the Bolts. Di mapasa ni Aaron. Finally, Brandon gets it, but he's trapped in the corner. And he'll binanatan niya yung tokayo niya sa mukha. Brandon kontra Brandon yun.
Well, they were pressuring itong si Brandon Bates. They're pressuring him. So had to protect that basketball.
Not much contact there. I think BGR sold that one very well. Di ba? Halos it-crazed him lang. Di ba? Ganda. You sold it, BGR. Nawaubusan na rin ang oras. Pasok pa naman yung force ni McCullough. That's not going to count, but after the first 12 minutes of action, TNT was down early but grabbed the lead. We're up by 4, 29-25. Watch this. Wala na talagang oras. Malayo. Pumasok yan, ha? 4. Pero not counted.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Coach Josh, after the first quarter, TNT is shooting at 55% from the field. It is very efficient. How do you sustain this come the second quarter, and what opportunities presented itself to you?
Yes, continue to get the best shot possible. We've done a good job countering their post doubles and defensive speed, so we're able to find the open man. So if we can just, number one, handle their pressure and be able to get to our initiation points, then we can then find the open shots.
Thank you, Coach Josh. Gentlemen, back to you.
Sakto-sakto habang nagsasabi ng ganyan sagot si Josh Reyes. Ganun nga yung ginawa nila. He got to the spot, si Brandon Carmelas Roser. Again, underneath, basket na naman. Kaya 6 na lamang nila. Ngunit sa turnaround jumper ni Mocon, ay natamaan niya kanyang braso ni RR Pugoy. So free throws para kay JV.
Alam mo, napaka-importante. Pag nasa loob ka ng court, alam mo yung nangyayari. And the coaches, what they communicate to the players, very important for you to be able to respond right away.
Bilib lang ako sa bilis na nakuha ni Eileen yung 55% from the field for the first quarter. Mas nauna pa siya sa atin kasi nakuha yung mga stats eh. Ayan, si Micah. Siyempre, cheering on si JV Mocon.
JV Mocon has definitely found a home here in Meralco.
Correct. As Dr. J would say at Andy Howe, sabi nga niya, he looked lost in Phoenix and in NLEX, but here, he has a purpose.
Parang bumalik yung kumpiyansa na parang nasa rain or shine siya.
At yung sigla, di ba? Yung mga offensive rebound, lakbakan sa loob. 5-point lead for TNT. Oftana, gustong dagdagan yan. No go, Banquero the board, goes over to Black. Aaron, Aaron, trying to post up ng Batak. Atake, overshot. Pero nagbanggaan yung BGR at saka Oftana. Di nag-usap, partner sa rebound play. Kaya naman yung bola ay nasa Meralco pa rin. Fresh 14 for the Bolts.
Well, 6 turnovers for Meralco. Charlie in that first quarter. That's
already.
Oh, I mean, and then TNT scoring 9 points off those turnovers.
Biglang lumaki itong TNT Dom. Lumabas si ng Batak, pumasok si McCullough. So you gain about what? Maybe a foot almost in height. So Gardner immediately comes back in and replaces Mocon. So imports are back in the game. Cancino, jumper from 18. Can't find the mark. Trying to rebound. Brandon Bates kept it alive, but throws it into the backcourt. And look at that expression on the face of Banquero, as if to say, come on, man. Nakuha na nga natin.
Nagmamadali. He wants to be able to give that basketball right away to his teammates.
Yeah, Brandon Bates has shown the tendency to do that. He's not
rushing.
Comfortable handling that ball.
Yes.
It's a hot potato for him. He needs to get more comfortable. This is his 3rd year in the league. McCullough. That drive. Layup. Pintis. Nakuha na ng Meralco. Here comes Cancino. In transition, he loves it there. Change of direction. Babandang tira. Nakuha ni CJ.
So effective when he's pushing that basketball, getting on the fast break.
McCullough will challenge Gardner. Miss. Offensive rebound. Take it away downstairs.
That's good defense by Meralco.
Yeah. Ito si Aaron Black yata humugot nun. Black. Whoa, that goes in.
Mabigat yun, ha? Stop on one end against Chris McCullough and then Meralco knocking down that 3 on transition.
And that's what he does. Ito si Gardner. Patrick Gardner likes shooting from outside. And napansin na natin, 3rd game yun na niya. He hardly even aims. Basta sa press, tira agad. Turnaround jumper again. That's short. Gardner the board. Tight ball game, looking to get the lead back. Brandon Bates mishandles and recovers. Gardner. Now Black. Malo ko pick and pop. Then now he posts. One-hander is up. Wrong angle off the glass. Rebound. Hindi na naman na-handle ng TNT. Jordan Heading lofted out of bounds. So fresh 14. Some changes. Ganuelas Rocher out. Doon pasok si Glenn Cobuntin.
Smaller lineup now for TNT, but quicker.
Here's that 3 of Gardner, brought to us by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Pang-una lamang niya yan. Banquero lobbing it up for Bates, who didn't seem ready for that. Reacted late. The problem is, for TNT, Pugoy also went up and hit him on the arm.
Good break.
Yeah. So free throws yan, ano?
That should be free throws.
And Bates doesn't want to have a part of it, any part of it. Hindi, side court lang daw. Okay. So it was an alley-oop play.
Pero hindi siya nag-attempt.
Yeah, but that's why. Sabi nila, sige. Side court na lang yan, which probably turns out better for Meralco because every trip to the foul line is an adventure for Bates. Hesitation to go to his right hand, si Gardner sa play na yon.
second personal foul for the TNT Emperor, Chris McCullough.
Free throws ulit. You know, if you're Meralco, you're happy every time Gardner gets fouled in the shooting motion because he's a good shooter. So he has that nice stroke from the line. And Brandon Ganuelas Rosser, very quick rest for him kasi sabi lang ibubuntin sa kanya. Babalik siya ngayon dahil nga doon sa foul na binanggit mo.
Pangalawa na eh.
Baka siya naman yung mag-Gardner. Diba? Baka matagal siyang hindi mabalik ni Coach Chot.
Pero kumpiyansa din naman si Coach Chot dun sa kanyang mga locals who played really well in game number 3. Beating itong Meralco.
1 out of 2 though from the line. Pinuri ko pa naman.
Ganun talaga eh. Ganun talaga eh.
Pag ikaw. Wala akong kinalaman doon. Ito si Oftana. 9 minutes to go in the half. Jordan heading open from 3. I was about to say, how can you leave Jordan heading? He's hit 2 already and he's known for that. Buti na lang para sa Meralco, nagbintis yun. Ito na naman si Gardner. They're going to him often. Takes the jumper. And that's a miss. But it will stay yet again with Meralco. TNT's having trouble clearing those D boards. Nice crowd, by the way, here at Inares Centro Antipolo. It was chaotic earlier for that earlier game. Some have left the building, Ginebra fans for sure. But the rest have stayed. Dito ka na rin eh.
Quality series to ha.
Correct. Chris Banquero with another quality shot there. Lead is up to 3. Hitting. Turnaround jumper. Off the glass, masyado malakas. Natapik yung bola, papunta kay Banquero. Pero puro blue ang nakita niya, kaya antay muna siya. Banquero loops it up. And he got wiped out of that scene as he'll head to the line for 2 free throws. Chris Banquero, the veteran, he's been around quite a long time here in the PBA already. Former Seattle Pacific Falcon. Tio ni Paulo Banquero.
Makikita mo and you know, at this age, look at how great of a shape he's in.
Yep.
But hasn't slowed down.
But missed the first free throw. Second one coming up. And a quick rest for Chris McCullough. Sabi siguro niya kay Coach Shot. Coach, kaya ko to. I'll stay away from foul number 3. And Brandon back at the line, back on the bench. Caduelas Rosso, that is. Kelly Williams getting that miss. So may mga misses itong Meralco from the line. Si Gardner nag-miss ito. Nag-miss rin si Banquero, dalawa. 3 straight misses from the stripe.
6 of 6 ang Meralco ng first quarter.
Wala, naubos na yun. Tapos, litirahan ka ng 3. So 6-point swing yun. Diba? 2-3 free throws you miss. 3-pointer hits the other side.
Cannot leave Jordan heading open.
Tatlo na yan eh.
Yung kanina, they dodged the bullet dahil nagmintis siya.
Para mas trip pa ni heading na may nagcha-challenge sa tira niya. He babied that. He'll tap it, but he misses. Again, Patrick Gardner's percentage is nowhere up there. He's been missing a lot. Oftana. Yan na naman. Cancino defense. They're gonna go after him. They want his head. So Cancino,
kasi
that's a challenge to him.
Yeah, if you force him to play defense, you'll wear him out offensively. At the same time, might get into foul trouble, and you keep on attacking him.
Now he rests. Cancino is out as Cliff Hodge comes back into the game. Heading. McCullough against the much smaller Banquero. Look at that fake, pinalipad. Pasok! Tres ni Calvin Oftana.
But did it make it in time?
They're gonna check that for sure. Kung counted ba o hindi. It was before the buzzer, but it might have been right on the line. So we'll find out later on. In the meantime, 3-point lead for TNT. Nakailang lead changes na rin tayo dito sa first half. 4 para kay Banquero. The miss. Remember, he was the first player in PBA history to hit a 4-pointer. Was Chris Banquero. Heading with the right hand. Misses. They're asking for a warding off foul. Coach Nenad, napahawak sa kanyang ulo. Hoping for an offensive foul call. Chris Newsom was warned for delaying the game, and he's asking why. What did he do?
Natawagan ng foul doon si Gardner. And that's why they were not happy with that call.
Now they're going to review the possible 24-second shot clock violation. There's a 3-point ni Calvin Oftana just a couple of plays ago. Quick review. At sabi ni referee Mike Flordeliza kay Rob Evangelista, yung ating venue announcer, ito sasabihin mo, partner. Marinig na natin yan maya-maya. In the meantime, yun na nga, lamang pa rin ang TNT. Ano na?
Ladies and gentlemen, after the review, the 3-point basket made by Calvin Oftana at 7-minute mark of the second quarter does not count due to a shot clock violation.
Okay, naputokan pala ng 24. So,
Our
minus
official
3.
score, 34.
Tied ball game pa rin, minus 3. Ito yung tira na yun. What's the red part on the board? Wala, hindi. Ayun, may red na eh.
Yes.
Ayaw, yun yung hinahanap ko, yung red dun sa may taas ng board. Then the sound came later, which, you know your science. Diba? So he beat the buzzer, but he didn't beat the light.
Yes.
Brickman comes back in. Strong first period para kay Jason Brickman. This guy is having a game. 10 points already for him. 3 3-pointers for Jordan Heading. He's got 11 points in the game.
6 sa first quarter, 5 dito sa second quarter.
Ganda distribution. Well, he has that potential. We know Jordan Heading can have a hot hand, fill it up. In the meantime, Meralco looking to tie or take the lead. They go to Gardner. He'll try to bring it closer. He'll take it off the glass. Not good on that turnaround. Yung right hand niya doesn't seem to be.
And that's why they're willing to give him that side.
Yeah. Maybe he should be attacking from the other side now. So Heading is scoring, but he's also setting things up. He goes to McCollum, gets it right back, releases, and misses. Rebound taken by Kobuntin. Hustling for that offensive rebound. Sabi ni Oftana, ayaw nyo bigay sa akin kanina. Eto na ulit. Yun na lang gagawin ko ulit. After tinamaan na sa ulo si Hodge afterwards. Says sorry. And a timeout is called by Meralco. Watch this. Takes it and then on the landing. Yun, medyo natamaan niya yung ulo ni Cliff Hodge. Sorry, kuya. Timeout natin sa atin ng Soler Online. Play the game your way on Soler Online Sportsbook. Dom, alam mo ko nung okay?
Ano?
Yung dami ng fans na nanonood ng ating semifinals dito sa PBA Commissioner's Cup. Tinan mo yung mga numero.
Ibang klase. 10,412, game number 1, 15,522, and 13,524 sa Moa Arena. Dumami yan dito sa game number 4 at the Smart Arena Coliseum, 14,615. Game number 5, 11,779 ibang klase. Lahat double digits.
Mapa weekend, mapa weekday, andyan yung mga fans natin. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. At hindi lang yung mga yan, kasi marami rin nanonood sa RPTV.
Oh yes.
At sa One Sports YouTube, all over the place. Diba? Kahit saan kayo, pinanonood nyo kami. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Nakabasket na naman ang Meralco. Now Castro orchestrating for TNT. Oftana pops out to get it. Caller trying to set a screen. Inigutan ni Newsom. Sumugod si Oftana. Blinangka siya ng dalawa. Nakuha na ng Meralco. Bangkero tumatakbo mag-isa. Ando na kay Hodge. Atake si Hodge. Finish! And a foul to boot. And that was a hard one, I think.
Well executed fast break play there by the Meralco Bolts.
They're going to check it. Might be excessive, they're saying. I don't think so, but baka sa mukha din naman, partner. Watch this. Oh, yun. Sa paghataw, sa mukha din naman si Cliff Hodge. And, you know, if you know Glenn Gobontin to any extent, you'll know that that kind of hurt.
Oh, sigurado. Kita mo naman yung mga braso nito si Gobontin.
He's got guns. Cliff Hodge is showing the referee exactly where he got popped.
Actually, pinag-check niya ito dun sa doktor. Kung may...
Basket counts for...
Kung may
okay naman
dugo.
sila. Nagkamayan na yung dalawa.
Flagrant foul, penalty 1 on Glenn Gobontin.
F1 on Glenn Gobontin. You know, Glenn Gobontin's had a little bit of this and that during his career. In fact, earlier this conference, he was suspended for 2 games.
Yes.
Because of getting into it, a scuffle with the now
JJ.
on vacation Jalen Johnson.
With JJ.
Yun, sa pagbaba, boom! Yun, right, popped him in the face. At dito, wala namang angal din si Glenn. He knows what happened there. So napalitan na siya ni Kelly Williams, Gobontin.
I really like the way Cliff Hodge is shooting his free throws this conference.
He's switching them. Hindi ka nag-hesitate doon. So 3 minutes out, penalty box si Glenn Kay. And free throw gets it. So 3-point play na. Bola pa ng Meralco. Pagkakataon na lumamang pa. Baka maka 6-point, 7-point sequence pa sila dito kasi naka 3 na sila. Depending on what they come up with now. Turnaround jumper. He's been missing that, si Gardner. It's just not working for him.
He's got 10 points in the first quarter and then 14 in total.
From 3. Castro misses. Chris McCullough the board.
That's a foul.
Newsom, I think, on the reach-in. Yep.
Now on Chris Newsom. For his second foul, 3 on the Bolts.
Second personal, Chris Newsom. 3 team fouls for Meralco. 4:09 remaining. Yung TNT nasa penalty na. Kanina pa. Pero Meralco hindi pa. Free throws for Chris McCullough. Remember, he played here in 2019 para sa San Miguel Beer and all he did was bring them to the championship.
Yun lang naman.
Yun lang naman.
Yun lang naman. Kaya naman nandito ulit.
Sino ba kalaban niya nun? First round pick doon. Terrence Jones.
Ayun.
Diba? Eileen?
Charlie Indom in the latest huddle, Coach Nenad Vucinic emphasized that what they are doing is not enough. He was very upset and saying na kailangan nila makontrol the boards, much like what he asked at the top of the coverage. Na special mention pa nga si Patrick Gardner for settling for floaters. Ika nga ni Coach Nenad, forget about those jumpers. I need you to get close to the basket. At para naman sa TNT, simple lang ang gusto ni Coach Chot. He wants them to double team Meralco at the post.
Thanks a lot, and as you said, that get close to the basket. That's as close as you're going to get.
No, only
up attacking that rim. Thought he was going to dunk it, actually. 41-40 is our score. Gusto palitan ni McCullough yan. Hindi niya nagawa. Brickman. Cross court to Newsom. Steps into a 3. Too strong. McCullough gets it. Taps it over to Castro. Here comes TNT the other way. Castro inside to Kelly. Labas kay McCullough. doesn't settle for the three, brings it closer. 16-foot J. It's good!
Just
Ganda
makes
naman
it
nun.
look so easy and pretty itong si Chris McCullough.
Suwabe yun. Nag-react yung crowd sa pag-dribble behind his back. So, crowd gets a treat. TNT gets a basket, up by one. Brickman can't put in his third three-pointer. Newsom will try his own and can't do it as well. Pareho yun, ha?
Remember, sinabi ni Coach Nanan, he wants them to go closer to the basket.
2:35 remaining, second period. McCullough again. Steady yung jumper nito, yung perimeter shot niya. You know, maybe he should forego shooting three sometimes and just bring it in.
But tsaka hindi niya pinipilit eh. Diba? He's getting it from the flow of the offense.
Tipped away by Castro. Baquero picked it up. 10 to shoot. Atake si Chris. One-hander, no go. Pogoy the rebound. Chance to extend this three-point lead for TNT. Looking for yet another finals berth. If they win sa game na ito, tapos na ang ating semis. At mag-umpisa na sa Wednesday ang finals. That's a hold. Meralco still not in the penalty. Timeout is called by the Tropang 5G with 1 minute and 55 to go. This brought to us by Solera Online. Play the game your way on Solera Online Sportsbook. You know, sometimes you can start poorly in a ball game, but it's how you finish that counts. And in Game 5, that's how it was para kay McCullough.
It's always how you finish. It's 29 points in the second half, 11 of 15 in the second half for McCullough, 2 of 2. And then Chris McCullough, nakita mo nag-take over talaga siya in that fourth quarter. You gotta love what he did.
Most important part, he got them that victory, di ba?
I always say, ang import kasi kinakailangan ma-impress yung locals. And yung first game na, obviously, they know what he did before. Pero ang tanong, magagawa ba niyang ulit? Can he do it for TNT? And I feel he showed in game number 5 yung kanyang capabilities in 2026.
Right. So yung tiwala sa kanya, yan doon na, diba? Dahil sa last game. Good block, by the way, on the other side by Gardner. Now Newsom will take the corner. 3 and drill that one. That's a good one for Meralco. 44-44 on the scoreboard.
Well executed play that time by the Meralco Bolts, finding that corner 3 for Newsom.
Walang iwanan itong dalawang koponan. This is how it should be in a knockout game, at least for Meralco. Pero break na tayo agad si McCullough. That's his second three-pointer in the first half. He's got 15 total.
And that ball movement. 6 assists for TNT in the first quarter, 5 for the Bolts.
Sa'yo yung pass na partner eh.
Oo,
Diretso sa'yo yun eh.
Hindi ko ready eh.
Buti na lang may mesa rito sa harapan natin.
Hindi ko ready.
Doon tumama, di ka kaya ni Magu. Di ba? Yung some few
Parating
games ago,
ready.
maganda yung salo niya eh.
Sayang. Sayang, hindi natamaan.
Ito, ang ganda. Hindi naman depensa. Supalpal si Jason. Selyado defense of the game brought to us by Pioneer Laftus Steel. Selyado ang bubong. Ano bang panahon? Pacheck na kayo ng mga bubong ninyo.
Oo,
Medyo kumukulog.
Kahapon, malakas-lakas na yung ulan, ha?
Diba? Alam ninyo kung anong elasto seal ang kukunin ninyo. McCullough passing to Brickman. Brickman spins around, gets to the trailer Hodge. Corner. Dinala ni Quinto into the paint and decided, nope, nothing working there.
Want to go for this last shot.
That's right, 3-second difference between the clocks, almost 3 seconds. The lob, miss. Makatres, no, out of bounds. It's gonna go TNT's way.
I mean, McCullough went for that block. Kaya naman ang taas ng bato ng Jason Brickman.
So TNT's gonna be in the lead at the end of the first half. By how many we'll find out. They have 3.4 seconds to draw something up, Dom. But what have you seen overall? I mean, siyempre, dikita ng ating labanan. What are they doing right?
Well, you look at TNT, their ball movement, and them trusting each other. Nakikita natin dun sa puntos, di ba? 15 points for McCullough. You have 11 points for heading. You have 6 points for Oftana. You have 5 points for BGR. You have 4 points for Pugoy. Castro, Nambata, and Williams all have 2 points. So guys are able to score. Unlike in Meralco, you have Gardner with 14. And then Newsome, Hodge, and Brickman, well, 5, 5, and 8 for these guys.
Ito sinasabi ko sa iyo eh. Yung laro ni Cancino talaga in the semis has been erratic at best. It has even been poor at times, like in game number 5.
Tsaka laki ng dip, di ba? 15.4 points yan nung eliminations.
2 quarters.
Oo, to the quarters.
Eliminations kasi mas mataas pa eh.
Mas
16,
mataas pa.
17 sa doon. Bumagsak na nga sa quarters. Bumagsak pa lalo rito.
But usually you expect that because siyang number 1 player nila. But also, they're trying to pagka serye niya, iba-iba na yung matchup talaga eh.
The pass goes to Kelly. He'll put it up from 4. Wills it in at the buzzer.
Wow, let's see that again. I mean, Meralco tried to really disturb yung ofensiba nitong TNT. But Kelly Williams kept with it. Kept with it. You know that he can take it. You know that he can score. Williams lifting, elevating for that 4, knocking it in for a 7-point lead for TNT.
Alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
For every Filipino fan, there's one app made just for you. Watch the biggest games live. UAAP, PBA, PVL, and more on your preferred device anytime, anywhere. Go beyond the game with originals and shorts. All these and more for only $149 a month. Scan the QR code and type "Get Started" to proceed.
We love Pinoy sports. As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
For every Filipino fan, there's one app made just for you. Watch the biggest games live. UAAP, PBA, PVL, and more on your preferred device anytime, anywhere. Go beyond the game with originals and shorts. All these and more for only $149 a month. Scan the QR code and type "Get Started" to proceed.
We love Pinoy sports. As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ka sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
every Filipino fan. There's one app made just for you. Watch the biggest games live. UAAP, PBA, PVL, and more on your preferred device anytime, anywhere. Go beyond the game with originals and shorts. All these and more for only $149 a month. Scan the QR code and type "Get Started" to proceed.
Napapansin ko lang, Dom, sa game na ito, di ba, lamang nga ng 7 ang TNT at the half, 51-44. Malakas mag-start sa quarters ang Meralco, pero sa ending of the quarter, TNT ang umahataw.
Tama, may bantapos, and that even happened in game number 5 in that fourth quarter. TNT is such a great closer. Alam naman natin ang defending champion ng komperensyang ito. Itong TNT Tropang 5G.
Yes, TNT really knows what it takes, no? And then right now, they're up by 7, looking good to clinch this series, but Meralco needs to make some adjustments dahil yung mga numero nila sa first half, ganyan.
Ito mo, yung shooting ng field goal ng TNT, 48%, only 36 for the Meralco Bolts. Pero nung nakahabol itong Meralco in the first quarter, fast break, they were able to get those fast break points and second chance points. However, TNT scoring really well from the perimeter, 29 of their 51 points nang galing sa perimeter. Itong Meralco only scoring 15. 7 made 3-point shots already ang TNT in the first 2 quarters, and they averaged 7 made in the first 5 games this semifinals.
Leading scorers natin, dalawa na, double digits para sa TNT, McCullough and Herring. And then Patrick Gardner, the sole double-digit scorer on the other side. Jason Brickman, 8 early points yan. So Cliff Hodge knows them, got to do better on offense ang Meralco. It's just a 7-point lead. If they want to keep their season or their conference alive, they better do better. We'll turn it over to Bea now with Coach Sandro Soriano.
Coach Sandro, TNT held Meralco to just 19 points in that second quarter. Where are you looking to generate more offensively, knowing that you guys were leading 12-6 in fast break opportunities?
Well, number one, we have to get stops in order for us to play to our pace. But aside from that, we have to do a good job in recognizing their switching defense and try to get the most efficient shot out of those switching.
Thank you so much, Coach Sandro. Gentlemen, back to you.
That's Bea Escudero. She's doing courtside work for the Rush Channel.
No, very important to be able to read the offense and the defense. Kung hindi natapon sa'yo ng depensa, kailangan you need to be able to react to it. But at the same time, that's why very important yung quick and reading the situation.
There's Patrick Gardner, 14 points in the first half with complete with the kalmots on the arm. Kitang-kita natin. And but the
Pag
first,
malaki ka, sigurado makakalbot ka eh.
For sure, di ba? Wait, I think there's going to be a ceremony before we begin. Panoorin muna natin Commissioner Marcel's out there. They're going to present an award to a veteran, a guy who I call Mr. Meralco. Mr. Meralco Bolt himself. Hindi siya yan, si Commissioner Marcel yan.
Si Com yan.
Oh, that's Ricky Vargas
in the fourth
well.
quarter of their game last Friday, May 29, 2026, in Game 5 of this PBA Commissioner's Cup semifinals at the Smart Araneta Coliseum, he became the 65th player overall in PBA history to reach 2,000 defensive rebounds in a career, the 61st local, only the 7th among active players, and only the 2nd to achieve it in a Meralco uniform. PBA fans, please join us in giving a round of applause for Meralco's Cliff Hodge.
And there you have it, Cliff Hodge presented with a plaque for achieving a career milestone of 2,000 defensive rebounds last game in Game 5. 67th, if not
what a
65th,
career.
No, overall in PBA
61st.
history.
61st.
Oh, 61st ba? 60-something. Oh. Ayan, 65th, partner. 65th.
65th. 61st among locals.
Among locals. Import yung 4. And 7th among active players, 2nd in Meralco uniform. So, congratulations to Cliff Hodge. And let's hear from Eileen.
Charlie and Dominic talked about how Cliff Hodge hit another milestone in their last game. getting 2,000 defensive rebounds. According to PBA statistician Fidel Mangonon, he is also the 45th player in the PBA to achieve that, alongside having at least 1,000 offensive rebounds. Ika nga ni Cliff, I feel great, but it also makes me feel old, like I've been in the league long enough to achieve something like this. But more than that, dagdag ni Cliff, na impacting the game isn't always about being the top scorer or the star player. It's all about continuously sacrificing his body to fight for the rebounds, securing the extra possessions, and making defense his bread and butter for the team that is in front of his jersey. Back to you.
And look at him trying to guard Chris McCullough right now. Cliff Hodge, always been a hard worker, but not enough there as Chris McCullough starts the second half with a jumper.
Getting more and more comfortable. Itong si Chris McCullough. Just reading the situation.
Bigger and bigger.
Yep.
That's a 9-point lead already, partner.
Oh, that 4-point shot of Kelly Williams to end that second quarter was, something that Meralco was hoping na hindi mangyari.
Laking bagay nun di ba? Dapat 3 lang ang lamang. Tapos naging 7 at the buzzer. And then second half starts with the basket right away. The lead is 9. You're basically trying to claw back from 9 down to start the second half. But that's the way to do it. Get 3 right back, Patrick Gardner.
And they need him to score. He had 10 points in the first quarter, 4 in the second. Majority of it coming dun sa free throws, itong si Patrick Gardner.
Pinahihirapan ni Brickman si Jason Castro. Inatake na lang siya ni Jason. Couldn't get the basket to go, was looking for a foul. Now he has to run back on defense. Brickman to the cutting Cliff Hodge. Power move upstairs. Gets it to go. Lead down to 4. Quick response mula sa Meralco.
That's a 5-2 response.
Well, they need to do everything they can, right? They're trying to keep their season alive. That's going to be a foul on Gardner. His second only.
Kitang-kita mo yung kondisyon itong si Chris McCullough. You can see, nidiin yung mga galaw niya. He's sharp.
Here's the Hodge finish. Another assist from Brickman, Jason Brickman. Free throws for Kelly Williams, who did hit a 4-pointer at the buzzer to end the first half. Yun pa lang ang puntos niya so far. At yun pa rin after the first miss. Nalala mo nung early days ni
Machine Gun.
Ito manager niya noon sa Santa Lucia. Si Buddy Encarnado.
He was the pick of the Santa Lucia Realtors.
Good to see, Boss Buddy. Rookie of the year, di ba?
Yeah. Nag-champion sila?
Yes, together with Ryan Reyes.
Yes.
Hindi mo na pwedeng pag-usapan kasi si Kelly Williams na hindi kasama si Ryan Reyes, who is now an assistant coach for TNT. But they were riding together since Santa Lucia all the way to TNT, sa national team, all of that.
Sila magkasama talaga eh. Well, good to see Boss Buddy again in the PBA. We've been seeing him this entire conference. Pareho-pareho pa rin yung itsura.
Oo. Chris Newsom hits the outside jumper. Yung balbas ni Boss Buddy, ayos na ayos pa rin eh. Pogoy to the corner of Tana. Balik kay Pogoy. You know, Pogoy doesn't care who's guarding him. Even if it's a bigger guy, susubukan niya talaga. Kaya mo ba akong depensahan? And on that play, that's a foul on Cliff Hodge.
He understands yung sitwasyon, di ba? Kung saan siya may advantage. Whether the guy's bigger, smaller, stronger. Meron siyang mga moves for that.
Tana receives it. Goes around the defense of Quinto, but then ends up facing Gardner. Now it's with McCullough. McCullough against the smaller Quinto. The jab step. When he slips. Lost his footing. He's on the floor. Sasakyan sana siya ni Quinto. And the referee calls it. What's the call going to be? As referee Vipinoso will seek to clarify the situation via video. O yun ang sinasabi ni Quinto, sinipa niya yung bola eh. So kahit anong ginawa ko after
yung
that.
hawak niya dun sa bandang dibdib. Itong si Chris McCullough.
Anyway, they're reviewing it. And in the meantime, ito na. May hatol na. Tatawid na si referee Vipinoso. Mag-a-announce na yung venue announcer natin. 1 minute you're so intense and arguing, then the next minute you're
Loose
smiling.
ball foul on number 19, Bong Quinto.
Quinto called for a loose ball foul.
Nakakatawa na kinausap pa ni Chris McCall.
Well, yeah, they got to play on, right? If you don't agree with the call, that is the call.
Both teams di pa nagcha-challenge.
No challenges yet here.
Saving it.
Wala pang ano eh. Yung masyadong matinding play na kailangan mag-invoke ng challenge. All the white shirts are pointing the other way. Nag-agree naman yung mga referees. So babalik ng bola sa panig ng Meralco. Oh, nagmumonstra ng shooting si Coach Chot. Oh, anong sinasabi niya kay Sanky Davis? That's how you shoot, kid. May tira rin yan sa labas dati si Coach Chot. Pero mas mahusay yung iba mga kapatid yata niya from long range. Like June. Newsom! That's a foul. Oh, hindi pala. Akala ko papasok eh. Nakailang talbog eh. Foul on that challenge from Chris McCullough. 3 free throws ang bibigay.
That's the third personal foul on Chris McCullough.
That will forever be a problem for a defensive player. The way they call it now, going out to challenge a shooter. Especially pag nagkasamaan yung paa, meron na yung landing spot ngayon.
A lot of it is really to protect the offensive player.
Instinct kasi yan, Dom, di ba? You really jump forward to challenge. You're not right in front of the guy to jump straight up. Makes that first one. Mises niya, siyempre, papalakpak. Saka si Erpat, si Eric Newsom, his wife is Cam. And yung father ni Chris Newsom, always ready to talk about basketball. You start with him and mahina ng 15 minutes siguro. Kwentuhan tungkol sa basketball. Yes, sir. Sarap kausap. Daming alam tungkol sa basketball din. Just to the right of Eric Newsom in the crowd is Norman Black.
Parehong may anak na naglalaro para din sa Meralco Bolts.
That's right. I'm pretty sure kasama si Norman Black dun sa 2,000 defensive rebounds na yun. Siya yung isa sa apat na import. There's a layup from Chris, from Jason Castro. There's the ball movement once again, Dom.
Ang hula ko dyan, tatlo pang import, Bobby Parks, Sean Chambers.
Pwede, di ba?
Sino pa yung isa?
Baka si JB na eh.
Tingin mo?
Maaari, di ba? There's Newsom again from the outside. Bong Quinto powering up. And he's fouled, they say.
Well, if you're Meralco, you gotta really, this is going to be a grind it out type of a ball game if you're gonna get this.
First down to TNT. Shooting to Bong Quinto.
Bong Quinto's going to take 2 free throws. Calvin Oftana still disagreeing with the call. Felt he went straight up. Quinto's another guy who's been with Meralco for a long time as well, di ba? Silang dalawa ni Hodge. Newsom as well. Yan ang tatlo, di ba?
Gotten their first championship as well in Meralco.
Not just theirs, but the entire franchise, diba? After taking over Santa Lucia, which we mentioned earlier.
At ang gusto nila, baka dalawa, diba? Able to add to that.
Or tatlo, apat.
At yung nakuha nila, all Filipino.
Tipped away by Quinto. Quinto and Oftana really just battling. And then Oftana threw it straight to Hodge. But you can't credit an assist because magkalaban sila. And a dunk from Cliff Hodge.
Yun ang makakredit mo.
Yeah. And he's still able to get up there, si Cliff Hodge. Those legs still have some punch.
May spring.
Yes, sir. Tied ball game once again. Meralco's not going anywhere. Down by 9 earlier in the period. 4 from Bogoy hits nothing but air. And heading pops off the bench.
Mabigat para dito sa TNT, di ba? Ubra yung iba. May Jordan Heading ba coming off the bench.
That nice tap and then they throw it away dunk from Hodge. That's a Silyado defense of the game, brought to us by Pioneer After Seal. Silyado ang bubong, anumang panahon. Looking for the lead is Meralco. Fighting for its life sa laban na ito. 7:36 here at full 12. The kick to the corner. Brickman another. Yes! His third three-pointer of the game. He's got 11 in total. Coach Chuck calls a timeout. 15-3 run from Meralco. Remember, as I mentioned, down by 9 to start this third period. Hodge hanging in the air and kicking it to the corner for the three. Timeout brought to us by Soler Online. Play the game your way on Soler Online Sportsbook. Cliff Hodge has been around, 9 points, 5 boards so far sa game na ito. But that Meralco uniform, yeah, that's really his. He's been with them from the start of his career, has really battled for them, maybe more than anyone else. Battle scars, floor burns. Count the number of times he's been on the hard court, lying on his back.
Alam mo, sulit. Diba? Yun ang sabi mo. Kaya naman, ilang player lang yung naglaro sa iisang prangkisa.
That's right. The Mark Nagiwas of the world. Not too many.
Patrimonyo.
Konti lang yan. McCollum thinking to attack. Drops it over to Brandon. Ayan na naman yan. That's been working since the first quarter. Yung mga drop pass dyan kay Brandon.
And that's the beauty of having a Chris McCollum. I mean, obviously, ball, a prolific import as well. Pero ito si McCollum, he involves his teammates a lot more.
Gardner lost it on the way up. Natamaan ni Pogoy. No complaints from RR. He knew it. Gardner's been quiet actually here in the third quarter. So Meralco's been doing it.
Actually, in first quarter lang siya maingay, di ba? 10 points. But a lot of it was from the free throw line.
Kaya yung mga locals, magandang nilalagyan. Which is great for Coach Luigi and Coach Leonard because yung import mo, di pa gumagawa masyado, lamang ka naman ng isa. Gardner continues to hit from the stripe. Pogoy will rest as Kim Aurin sees his first action of the game.
Aurin really, when he comes in, he's also always ready to play and he's there to bring in that toughness para dito sa TNT.
Up to 3 ang lamang ng Meralco. 6:43 remaining in the third quarter. Oftana goes to Heading. Heading had a nice first half. Nothing yet here in the second half. Oftana, the fake. And then the reach in from Quinto. And referee Bing Oliva whistles just in front of us. Pangatlo na ni Bong Quinto yan.
Still no challenges from the teams.
Ooh! Muntik na mawala sa kanila, but McCullough tracks it down. Heading will step back and take a three and hit it again. That's 4 of those for him.
Parang humake lang eh. Jordan Heading knocking down that other three-point shot and just coming into this ball game.
He's feeling it today. He He's had some bad offensive games. Brickman is blocked. Hodge keeps it alive. Quinto will drive to the hoop. Easy layup for Bong.
Great
Ganda ng
patience.
desisyon, ano?
Great patience.
Di pinilit yung tres. Imports facing each other right now. He'll take the 3 over Gardner, and that's short. Get it right back, though. Inside to BGR. Shoved away by Newsom. Kuha na ni Newsom yun. He didn't have to shove anymore. Instinct na lang ang nangyari.
Instinct kasi mas malaki.
Yeah. Watch this.
Faked off Gardner there.
Ito naman yung drive ni Bong Quinto.
Naging parang round robin para kay Bong Quinto. Everybody expected him to either pass or take that shot.
Like that angle from under the basket. We've got camera up there now. Oftana. Step back 3. No go. Brandon Ganuelas-Rosser. Cleaning that up. And Coach Chot is pleased sa effort.
Yes, lalo na nakatabi sa kanya si Brickman. So you really have that advantage.
Newsom on the move. Hodge now rin getting physical. Quinto bumping bodies with Oftana. There's a switch. Quinto will attack. Go up. Miss. Hodge gets it. There's a whistle. As Quinto is on the ground. Jason Vipinoso, our referee, whistles a foul against Kim Aurin. Mokon in, Hodge out. 14 to shoot. Konting instructions mula kay Coach Nenad. Kausap niya si Patrick Gardner. They also have to remind Gardner, you still want to play? You gotta win today. Para sulit yung punta mo sa Pinas. Patagalin mo naman ng konti.
Hindi isang linggo lang.
Oo. And he's fouled yet again. And before he takes his free throws, we're gonna go over to Eileen.
Charlie and Bong, pagkatapos ng 15-3 run ng Meralco Bolts, ang sigaw ni Coach Chot Reyes, we need to relax. We are panicking. But also, he was quick to point out that Cliff Hodge is doing much of the damage. Ika nga niya, Hodge is killing us, so we need to stay in the middle when he screens. At para naman sa kanilang opensa, the priority is creating screens for CMAC to get in the paint, and that's where he will decide if he can kick it out to the wings or the corner. Now, looking at Meralco capitalizing on CMAC's 3 fouls is Coach Nenad's priority. Balik sa inyo.
Thanks a lot, Eileen. Well, you know, that's what Cliff Hodge does. He kills you softly.
Yeah. He does so many things. Gets offensive rebounds, gives good screens, makes himself available, gives not just the primary screen, pero sometimes pati secondary screen para malibre yung kakampi. But Jordan Heading, this is what he does best. Knocks down 3, 17 points, 5 3-point shots.
And the lead is back with TNT after that basket. Si Cliff Hodge, you know, yung mga stats niya, not necessarily what he does for you, di ba? It's other things.
Madaming hindi nabibilang.
But that's a turnover yet again on Meralco, Don. A basket here. Yes, a 3-pointer. Back-to-back tres for TNT. Kaya napatawag ng timeout ang Meralco. Biglang TNT naman ang nagpapaulan mula sa labas.
Charlie, that's 10 made 3-point shots for TNT. We told you, itong TNT only averages about 7 makes a ball game. But here, middle of the third, already 10 3-point shots made for TNT. Perimeter points ang nagiging baluarte nitong TNT ngayon.
Ito yung mga pangyayari kanina. Getting on the floor. There's some applause for some great plays, some reactions to plays that they don't like. Lots of emotions, especially as the conference moves on to the deeper stages. And these are the semifinals. Game 6, winner go home ang Meralco rito. TNT wants to put a stop to all of this and just enter the finals already. Bong Quinto missing the 3 coming off the timeout.
Charlie, 10 of 21 from the 3-point area. Itong TNT Tropang 5G.
The accuracy really helping them. Heading kicks to the side. Oftana another. Not that time. Rebound taken by Brickman. Ito na sa ang itong Meralco. Naghahabol. 4 ang lamang ng kalaban. Punta sa kanto. Quinto can't drive. Back outside to Brickman. Still 15 on their shot clock. Lots of time to set something up. Newsom. Brickman. Down to 5. Now they have to hurry. Gardner to Brickman. He's open from 3. Can't put it in. That would have been big. Ito si Heading. Yan ang hot hand ngayon para sa TNT. Kaya bantay sarado sa Kinusam. Do-double sana sila. Muntik nang makaagaw. Nagkatulakan. Gardner's gonna get called for a shove.
And that's penalty for the Meralco Bolts.
Each team is in penalty, so it's going to be free throws coming up in the next 3:09. Pag may mga foul na nagawa yung kanilang mga players. Chris McCullough still filling up the stat sheet. 17 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. But missing free throw number 1. Not nearly as prolific scoring-wise today, but there's still lots of time for him to get a 40.
Charlie talking about scoring para dito sa Meralco. Cancino not seeing too many minutes.
They put in Johnson Rios, who's seeing his first action of the game. 5-point lead for TNT with 3:09 remaining in the third.
And then itong TNT now applying some pressure.
That's what you do after a made free throw. Itong yung Ginebra, nanalo na kanina kung late kayo to the party. And so Ginebra's in the finals. And right now, the Ginebra players, they're either resting, kumakain siguro, or they're watching this game and cheering for Meralco. Kasi gusto nila, tumagal pa doon dalawa, matagod sa Game 7.
Para mas mahaba din ang pahinga nitong Barangay Ginebra.
So Johnson Rios wants to make himself relevant. Draws a foul and taking free throws. Pero mintis yung unang tira niya, partner.
He's also one of those energy guys that they're hoping that they get a few minutes and kind of change the complexion of this ball game.
He can't put either of them in. That's not going to help the cause. Down by 5 ang Meralco right now. Now it's Rios who have a tough job of guarding Brandon Garuelas Rosser. Mocon with the tougher job of guarding McCullough. And that's going to be a buck call on Mocon. Free throws for McCullough.
Basically tagging him there. It's just a 5-point lead. That's the thing for Meralco. You cannot get frustrated.
This guy played 59 games in the NBA for the Nets and the Wizards. Played at Syracuse. Big-time program.
Pero ganun talaga, no? Kahit na first round pick ka, doesn't necessarily guarantee.
Oh yeah, not at all. It's what you do today, di ba? When you're there, daming ganun.
Kahit naman sa PBA.
And a lot of those guys who don't make it, they find themselves here in the PBA, and then they start showing how good they are. That's a 9-0 run for TNT. Mocon thwarted by Brandon, and that's the problem. That's where the size disadvantage comes in for Meralco. They get to the spots, but they're just not big enough to make the basket.
But credit the defense. of TNT. Interior defense nila with McCullough and BGR.
Baseline. Good D from Newsom overall. But that's going to be a foul and free throws yet again para kay Chris McCullough. Kapangalan nga pala yan. Daming Criff dito eh. May McCullough, may Newsom, may Banquero. Eileen, isa lang. Puntahan natin siya.
Charlie and Dom, habang nag-free throw si Chris McCullough, puntahan naman natin si Jordan Heading as he had an upward surge of production here in the semifinals when he contributed 22 points in their last game. Kita nga ni Jordan with a change in import also comes a change in mindset. With Bull, he was focused on complimenting him, but with CMAC, he is more involved as he says CMAC finds his shot off of us. He gave credit to CMAC for finding and feeding him in the last game with this great read. So as Coach Josh Reyes says, moving forward, it's just building on that execution and being more fluid offensively with CMAC. Back to you.
22 points for McCullough. Tama-tama yan. Dom, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, yun na nakikita na nga natin. Itong nagagawa nitong si Chris McCullough. Tama eh. Change in mindset. Because with ball, you know that you give him that basketball and he can score. And they're just gonna basically wait and see kung ano mangyayari. But with McCullough, he is a guy that moves that basketball, a lot more flow, a lot more rhythm, and more of a team player.
That's right. And now he's cut into the basket. Can't finish though. Bit too quick for his own good. Sa play na yun, a minute and 25 remaining. Chris Newsom will attack the hoop. Get it to go. Konting bangkala kay Brandon. Nakita niya, I'm ahead. And then he attacked the hoop.
Just down 5 points.
That's right.
This third quarter seems like it's gone TNT's way because of that run.
Nakakadalawang 9-point lead ng TNT rito sa third quarter, but each time Meralco's come back. McCullough stretching but missing. Newsom speeding it up. Blue shirts back on defense. Mocon going under, missing, but Gardner's there to tap that one in.
Offensive rebounds, second chance points for the Meralco Bolts has been key for them. They had 8 of those in the first half.
And then a bump from Cancino is going to force heading to the line.
Free throws once again.
And Cancino didn't want to do that. You could see the frustration on his face, his masked face. Yan pa rin yung injury niya from earlier in the series.
Heading has been a beast this game. 18 points for him.
Scoring and distributing, and setting up the offense as well. McCullough will rest. 38.9 to go. Para may konting pahinga. Extra. Bago mag-quarter change.
Heading so far dito sa semifinals, averaging 14 points.
2 for 2. Lead is back up to 5. Couple of possessions more dito sa third quarter. Then we'll enter what could be the last quarter of Meralco if they don't gain the advantage later on. Gardner, cross court to Rios, doesn't take the 3, will drive, wanted to drop it, probably should have taken it. Sometimes it's...
And he's a known three-point shooter.
Yeah, but even on the drive, sometimes it's too unselfish. Oftana, Cancino, defender niya, he'll attack and get it to go. And a foul again. They're really exploiting CJ Cancino.
Yan ang ibig sabihin ng hinahanap kung sino man ang depensa na kung si CJ Cancino. They are looking for that guy. They're hunting for him.
They're saying he got him behind the head, so it was down to 3. Now it's up to 7, could be 8. And that's what it is. 8-point lead with 1.8 to go. Newsom will hoist. So some headway gained. It was a 7-point lead plus 1. Now it's 8. 79 to 71 for the TNT Tropang 5G.
Ikaw ba, alam mo ang tap-tap send at gumagamit ka ba ng tap-tap send?
Yes, tap-tap send ang ginagamit ko kapag nagpapadala ako sa Pilipinas. Kakapadala ko lang last.
Final 12 minutes of our game coming up. So far for TNT, Jordan Herring has been the main guy among the locals. He's been shooting well from the outside. 5 of 8 mula sa 3-point country. 19 in total for him and a plus 17 when he's in that game. Gardner kontra McCullough. These are the numbers. Halos cancel out lang silang dalawa. Shooting well from the field, from the free throw line, both of them. And then for Meralco, well, this is the heart and soul, perhaps, of Meralco. Cliff Hodge, he gets an award at halftime for 2,000 defensive rebounds. He's diving all over the place. He's got 9 and 7. And he surely does not want to go on vacation yet, Mr. Uy.
Ayaw na nagbabakasyon nang hindi sila panalo. But you look at the TNT, what a quarter that was once again. Knocking down 3-point shots again for them, 10 of 21 from that 3-point area.
And they throw it away to start the fourth and final quarter. Reynam Batak took that one.
Meralco a little bit tentative dun sa kanilang offensive set.
Oftana kontra Rios, atake si Calvin. Bitin ang kanyang layup. And I think he hurt his back. He's still lying on his back on the other side as play continues. Newsom can't put it in. Mock on the power rebound, but can't follow it up. One more time. Yes!
Nakakailang din kasi yan na may dalawang nakahiga dun sa ilalim na baka mapagsakan mo.
Mokon with some strength underneath for a small front court player. Heading. Oftana, quick release. Rolls out. Meralco, may magkakataon makalapit. 6 ang kanilang hinahabol. Pass goes to Quinto, who'll drive. He stopped in his tracks by BGR. 10 to shoot. Newsom. Screen. Mokon will turn. Jumper up. Johnson Rios fighting for it. And I think, okay, he's okay. Because I saw the hip of Nambata hit him in the face. Hit mo rin yun, ha? Nag-snap back nga yung ulo niya. But mukhang matibay to si Johnson Rios. Watch it, yun, boom! And then he hits his head on the floor. Buti lang, matigas ang ulo ni Johnson Rios.
Mating leeg.
Di ba? Yeah, yun na nga eh.
Parang race car driver eh, di ba?
And he's okay. You know, we see him, he's already set to defend on the other side, so. But Meralco got nothing there. Still a 6-point lead for TNT, looking to widen the gap like they did in game number 5. And that's just the guy to do it. He just suddenly throws it up, partner. Anim na yan.
Well, he can see. You know, sinabi na kanina ni Eileen, di ba? Yung mindset. He is now able to look for his points. And he's able to do that whether nakaupo or nakasama niya. Itong si Chris McCullough sa loob ng court.
Newsom in the paint. Layup is good. Chance for the 3-point play. He drew a foul. Pang-5 na ni Chris McCullough. That's a development right now.
That's something you want to capitalize on.
You're going to attack him. Yeah. TNT claiming that was a travel on Chris Newsom. They might have a case
there.
Is there a formal challenge?
But if they have a case, do they have a lawyer? Ako may kilala ako.
Wala siya rito ngayon.
Yung katabi ko.
Cannot be. Cannot be. Kailangan impartial tayo rito, di ba? Okay, re-review. Anong re-review nila? Meron bang challenge? There was a challenge. Okay, it took that long for them to say that there was a challenge.
Tsaka para magkaintindihan sila, ano ba ang challenge?
So, foul or not ang challenge. Kasi you cannot say traveling yun. Hindi, kasi hindi naman tinawag yung traveling, di ba? I think.
You cannot challenge a non-call.
There, he stops. No, he didn't. 1, 2. Oh, was that a travel? No, but they're saying no foul. That's what they're saying, it's no foul. So, okay, no travel maybe, 1, 2, but no foul as well. Di ba?
And ang gusto kasi nila, na hindi matawagan ng 5th personal foul si McCullough.
Oh, ito. Mike Flordelisa's gonna announce.
After po ng review, hacking foul po si McCullough. Tinamaan po sa head si Nusap. Kaya po ang challenge ng TNT is not successful.
Not successful. So there was a hacking foul. They saw it. I didn't, but they saw it. So no more challenge for TNT. And yes, yeah, you can say there's a travel, but you can't review that. Tama ba? Pagka-interpret natin, well, hindi
Same
pwede.
understanding.
Was there a travel? I'm not even sure.
Seemed like a travel.
Now today's basketball.
0 step.
I don't know anymore. Minsan nagtatatakbo sila, mga 4-5 steps, walang tawag pa rin.
Lalo sa NBA.
Yeah.
Ganun eh.
But the bonus free throw is not good, so that's still a 7-point TNT lead. So for 9:45 remaining, Meralco needs to claw and scratch and kick and try to get back because if not, makasun sila.
Remember, game number 5, natawagan ng 5th personal foul yung import ng Meralco, si Gardner. Dun nag-run itong TNT. Now let's see if Meralco can do the same.
In the meantime, they're sending Ray Batak to the line for 2 free throws which could extend this lead to 9. Again, hanggang 9 lang talaga yung biggest lead.
Biggest lead, yep.
But Batak misses the first. 22-13, but 5 fouls for Chris McCullough. Si Aileen, may kwento na naman para sa atin doon.
Charlie and Dom in the latest huddle, Coach Luigi Trillo pointed out how TNT has been attacking the mismatch, especially on CJ Cancino, and how they are doing a good job defending the switch. Ika nga niya, we can't panic. We need to try to win it possession by possession. And that means watching out for CMAT as he has been fishing out for fouls, especially when he's on the court, and at the same time preventing TNT from going on isolation. Now for TNT, the concern of Coach Shot Reyes in the latest huddle is how TNT can come up unprepared. As he says, we are missing layups, then compensating with a transition ball screen. So what he asked for is for the guys to switch right away. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Aileen. Ronaldo keeps the ball alive. Bong Quinto is in 3-point land, brings it closer, but then loses it out of bounds. Gardner's back in the game.
Tough to get on a run right when you're turning the ball over.
Need to make plays. You know, when you're trading like this, in a do-or-die situation, you need to make plays. And Meralco lost the ball on that one.
Pinasok na lang silang import, so let's see what damage he can do na habang nakaupo ang import naman ng TNT.
I'll try to go to him later on, but this time they need to defend. Heading, driving, and getting the layup. This guy is doing everything.
24 points para kay Jordan Heading.
10 na lamang. That's the biggest lead of the game so far. Ngayon lang pumasok sa double digits ang lamang. Newsom gets to the hoop but off balance na siya doon kaya masyado malakas ang layup.
Jordan Heading, his best performance so far, scoring performance dito sa semifinals. Prior to this ball game, he had 22.
Heading tipped away. Nakuha na ng white shirts. They've got numbers. Gardner finishing the fast break. Big man showing some mobility over there.
Very important for Meralco now to make stops and then be able to push that basketball. We saw them able to score on the fast break earlier on in this ball game.
Nambata. That middle is wide open. Nambata saw it and he attacked it.
Multiple points of attack itong TNT. Whether the import is sitting down because of 5 personal fouls, but you have Heading, you have Pugoy, you have Castro, and now you have Ray Nambata. Remember, he was the finals MVP when they won their last championship. So Ray Nambata, you know, he has what it takes to be able to finish ball games.
Our defensive game plan was to get good shots because the last game we had so many turnovers and we gave up 26 points of turnovers. So you cannot defend a turnover. That's very hard. So for us to help our defense, we had to make sure that we get good shots. That means we're taking shots. We're not throwing the ball or turning the ball over. We did not make everything, but the key was if we're able to get good shots, we prevent Meralco from running the fast break where they're very deadly.
Well, defensively, they've done just enough dito sa game na ito, Doms. It's adequate. They're up by 10. And only 77 points ang Meralco thus far. And that's a 13-point lead on the RR Pugoy three-pointer. TNT with 7 minutes to go, smelling a final slot.
In their best three-point shooting ball game in the semifinals.
Maybe the whole conference percentage-wise.
Possibly, 12 made so far.
Gardner gets it back. Oh, was it up to 14 already? Because it's 11 now. So nag-14 na pala yung laman. Meron ba yun?
Oo, gagawin mo ang matlap, di ba?
Castro. Too high for Cobuntin. Just a bit too high. Natawa si Cobuntin. Sabi niya, oh, not that big.
Jason Castro really taking on his role as a facilitator.
Oh, it was a 4. 4 pala yung kay Pugoy. That's why there's an 11-point lead right now. So, the three-pointer by Gardner brought to us by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Quinto will try to get the 4 back. And he does! Meralco.
Just down by 7.
We said they need to claw and scratch and bite and all of that. They're trying to do that right now. Unless sila magpahuli sa red. TNT, if they want to make it to the finals tonight, they need to finish strong. Oftana babied it. White shirts are going to get it. Gardner picks it up. Goes over to Brickman. Gardner wants it. He's going to get it in a better spot, I think. There it is, 4 on the way.
Once again.
He forced that one up. Bagsak si Brandon Ganuelas-Rosser. Pupulutin siya ni Hodge na siya rin ang nagpabagsak sa kanya.
Tit for tat.
Ganun naman yan talaga. Pisikalan yung dalawang yan. I think they were also, you know, they're from the same mold. Yung Brandon sa si Cliff Hodge. Ganuelas-Rosser.
Sarap kakampi.
You want Brandon Bates to get into that same mold as well.
Exactly.
Jordan Heading for Jason Castro.
And Heading is playing so well in this game na binunot ni si Jason Castro, one of the best ever. And says, Heading, ikaw na muna kasi ganda ng pagpatakbo mo eh. McCullough 3. Bitin. Pagkakataon para sa Meralco. Chris Newsom put on the brakes. Now to Gardner. He was open. And it's an offensive foul on Cliff Hodge. Away from the ball, right?
Offensive foul.
Trying to create some space.
That's his fourth foul.
And I'll say that's a big call because they had a chance to bring it down because Gardner was on the attack already.
Hinawakan niya.
What was that for? That was mental lapse on the part of Cliff Hodge, a veteran. You wouldn't think would be doing things like that anymore. And na naman ang mismatch. Attacking the mismatches. TNT. Oftana. Kick out. Sabi ni Brandon, I can take the 3, but he's better. But that's an air ball on Pogoy. And Oftana lofted out of bounds. 24-second violation. 7-point lead TNT. 4:39 remaining in the fourth and final quarter. We're back here at the United Center, Antipolo. We'd like to take this opportunity to send our sympathies and condolences to the family of a former PBA player, a PBA pioneer, one of the best guards in the early years. Rene Canent passed away. If you watched Tandua in those early years, he was one of the best. So condolences sa kanilang pamilya. As we look at Jordan Heading highlights, we send our condolences to his wife, Maruha Canent, and his daughters, Rose, Risa, Ruby, and Rachel, and all his grandchildren. Yan ang Heading numbers so far.
24 points. And knocking down 3 after 3 after 3. Itong si Jordan Heading. And leading TNT right now into this lead, a 7-point lead. And this 3-point barrage of theirs, best 3-point shooting night so far para sa TNT in the semifinals.
Kita nyo yung numbers ni Headings in losses and in wins. And with these numbers now, it looks like they're gonna win. But there's still 4:24 to go, so Meralco's gonna try to do something about it. At ito na, Quinto ulit, apat. Pasok na naman! Buhay na buhay ang Meralco! Dalawang quarter na yan si Quinto dito sa fourth quarter.
And this is that fight back of Meralco.
Just a 3-point lead for the 5G. But Jordan Heading is unconscious. He's just knocking everything in.
27 big points for Jordan Heading.
Back to a 6-point lead, partner. Gardner, 4. Extra push, no go. Quinto won't force it. He'll go to Gardner inside. Layup is good. Okay, you can do that. Still a one-possession game.
He went for that 4-point shot early.
Mukhang praktisado siya sa 3, pero yung 4, nalalayuan siya ng konti. Yeah. May extra push na tumatabingin na yung tira niya. McCullough, kilos. Dropping it off to BGR. That's going to be a charge.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
He's gone. That's a charge. He was out of control. He knocked down the defender. Is that Cliff Hodge?
Yes.
Got into the midsection, I think. So ngayon, mawawala naman ang import ang TNT. They're saying no charge zone. That's what
One foot
Jordan
in the
Heading
no
said.
charge.
Yeah. Hindi. I don't think he was. He went out. Yeah, he went out of the no charge zone. Cliff Hodge did. So. Kumuntin ang papalit kay McCullough. That's a dropping size and skill, I guess. 22 and 13 only for McCullough dahil nga naka-40 plus siya last game. Didn't get himself going here in the second half the way we thought he would, you know, Milton. Next two plays are crucial for Meralco. Try to close this gap. 3:10 remaining. Newsome. Forcing it up. Oh, it drops! Wow. It drops for the captain.
You like how Quinto, Hodge, and Newsome are just trying to bring back Meralco.
I think there's some pressure now sa parte ng TNT, right? Because they're feeling that breath right behind their neck. On the nape. Medyo tumatayo ang konting balahibo dyan. Let's see. That's off the foot of Calvin Oftana.
Defensive stop once again by Cliff Hodge.
Hindi na nakatayang Meralco ulit after getting down in this second half. It went down to 4, back up down to 3. Here's the tres kanina mula kay Heading. But right now, that's brought to us by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Newsome, the bump. Offensive foul on Newsome. And he's saying, oh my gosh.
Are they going to challenge it?
I see their team governor, Pamintuan, Bill Pamintuan, yeah, signaling a challenge. Oh, because it's the shoulder hit the chin. The shoulder hit the chin, and they've been calling it that way. Let's see. Because that's a big play. Pantabla na yun eh.
Oo.
That's Coach Luigi Trillo. Eagerly anticipating what happened. Newsome will go right into the chest. Boom. And then the shoulder.
After the review, naka-establish position na po si Pogoy. Nagkaroon ng illegal contact si Newsome. Therefore, the challenge of Meralco is not successful.
Unsuccessful challenge. Offensive foul will stick. Chris Newsome is called for an offensive foul. And that's a big, huge, gigantic call, partner, against Meralco.
But you know what? They're only down 2. 2 minutes and 26 left.
Just got to play defense.
Yeah. And the import of TNT has already fouled out.
Graduate na siya. Heading gets it across. Brickman gonna stick to him or try at least. No, there's a switch. Gardner. Nambata. Brandon will attack. And then it's taken away. There's the stop you were saying.
That's 3 stops by Cliff Hodge.
Cliff Hodge being relevant here for sure. Approaching the last 2 minutes. 2-point game in a knockout para sa Meralco. If they lose, they're out. Goodbye na sila. Cliff Hodge lost the dribble. Creating space. He got it to go. How did he do that? How did he make that go?
I mean, talk about a guy who does not want to take a vacation yet.
Partner, Newsome, Hodge, these are the Meralco guys. You know, they've been there all their careers. And they're stepping up right now. And Batak taking on the import. Bogoy gets open. That's short. Gardner with the rebound. And Meralco has a chance to lead with 1 minute and 18 remaining.
Gotta make this count if you're Meralco.
Tama ka. Ito ang diskarte. Newsome. Contra Bogoy. That matchup's been there since game 1. Newsome to Quinto. 3 to shoot. Quinto di diskarte. That's gonna be a hold.
He's holding. He was holding onto the jersey.
They're not gonna count that. They're not gonna count that kasi nagdalawang dribble pa yata. In a few steps. Not yet in penalty ang TNT. Side court inbound lang ang gagawin. But a fresh 14 for Meralco. Yan, no? 1, 2. They called it on the floor, sabi nila. Not in continuation.
Pinasok ito si Jason Castro for rin ng bata.
Well, you gotta win or lose with your best guys. And Castro is the best.
And also they feel Brickman, he can defend against Jason Brickman.
The bounce, Quinto.
Oh, that's an offensive foul. Is it? No, it's a block.
What's it gonna be? Offensive foul?
Offensive foul. A little bit too much.
I don't know if Quinto even had to do that. The lane was open. The feed was really nice. But that's what happens, you know?
A little bit too much.
So TNT with a chance to take the lead when we come back, or when the ball is inbounded later on. We're staying on the air with 55 seconds to go. Partner, anybody's ball game ito.
Alam mo, ito yung sinasabi natin kanina, di ba? It's gotta be a grindy type of a ball game para dito sa TNT if they're going to win. All of these crucial calls, these crucial decisions, that time kagaya na sinabi mo, did not have to put that much into that shot.
Few minutes ago, with about maybe 6.5, it looked like TNT was on its way to the finals already. But Meralco, nagpapakita ng karakter. Champion team din ito eh. Nandyan din yung mga components ng championship team from a couple of seasons ago. Newsome, Hodge, even Bob Quinto, who committed an offensive foul but was determined to make that basket.
And he was crucial in that championship run.
Tsaka dalawang-apat ang tinira niya rito sa Forte. So, these are the guys stepping up. And so, Meralco's showing its heart as well. Brandishing.
And that's the thing. You make a bad decision or there is a foul or what. Bawi ka. Next play. It's all about the next play. It's all about the now.
Ito yun eh. Kanina pa kasi sila nagkikiskisa ni Oftana. So Quinto went straight into him.
Wanting to create space there.
Felt like it wasn't necessary. Because the feed was perfect. Just go up there, oh. Pero wala eh. Nanggigil eh. And no more challenges. So, TNT ball. Here we go. About to inbound at the other side. Nagamitin nila yung buo na 24. Try to come up with something. Side court inbound.
You gotta be able to challenge that three.
Jordan Heading, he's been the man for TNT. The drive, and he gets it to go with a foul from Gardner.
Ang ganda nung desisyon ng Jordan Heading. Nung nakita niya na nag-switch, he knew he was way quicker to the basket than Gardner. Went full speed. Kita mo, pag-switch, dire-diretso, that's his strong side, that left side, but finishes with the right. Getting the 2 points and the foul.
Panalo play of the game. Halin sa atin ng TNT yan. Let's see kung talagang pang-panalo yung basket na yan. Dahil 42 seconds na lang natitira, lumamang ang TNT ng dalawa sa layup na yan. May bonus free throw pa na parating para kay Jordan Heading na napakatindi ng performance sa game na ito. His best by far in the semis, and he's had a couple of good games. He was the best player of game number 1. He was right in the thick of things in game number 5 as a supporter for Chris McCullough's 42-point game. But today, it's been him. He is he today. He is him. Di ba talaga nangyari? Nag-iba talaga. Sa number 1, di ba talaga si Bol?
37
what
points,
he does.
8 assists and 6 blocks. And then, ito game number 2.
Siya sa game number 2.
First quarter pa lang yan. Manood ball getting injured there. Ito na. Chris Newsome took it upon himself to get that
Game 3, wala nga import ng TNT, nanalo pa sila. Pero sa game number 4, mga bagong import pumasok. CJ Cancino doing his thing. But McCullough promised a better game his second time around, and he did deliver last time.
29 points in that second half para kay Chris McCullough. And now game number 6. Let's see kung itong Meralco has enough in them to force a game number 7.
This guy has been writing his story. Itong si Jordan Heading. One of his best games as a pro, as a PBA player. I think he's got an even 30 right
30
now.
30 points
for
Jordan Heading.
Tumrentang Heading. Big play for Meralco. Don't need a 3 though. A 2 would be fine. But they need to go quickly because time is dwindling. Oh! Gardner threw that one away, but they recover. 3 to shoot. Quinto for 4. That's a miss. Ball's on the floor. Gardner gets it. He misses. Ball will go TNT's way, but they will review it.
They can review that.
Meralco had a couple of chances there, though.
Pero yung pagpasa kasi palabas ni Gardner, medyo malayo eh.
And that cost them maybe 5-6 seconds.
And then under duress na yung tira.
12.7 away from the finals ang TNT. Who touched it last?
What's that?
Who touched it last? It might be BGR, yeah. It looks like it's BGR. It might be Meralco Bolts. Watch that, yun. Yun, no? Left hand ni BGR, partner. Palagay ko, clear na yun. Pwede natin i-declare na Meralco Bolts. Pero sila ref, hindi pa.
Sinisigurado pa.
So, hindi po counted yung opinion namin ni Dominico sa desisyon na ito. Ha? Lagi ko sinasabi yun. Kasi baka sabi nila Dominic, Charlie, na dapat Meralco Bolts pag sinabing TNT.
Kala nila merong bilang. Hindi, meron lang. Meron lang tayo.
Parang kayo lang. Lahat na nanonood. We're all just fans here. It's taking a bit of time. And your friend, your best buddy, Magu Marjon, always says, pag matagal, pwedeng i-overturn.
More than likely.
More than likely, ha? Parang PM doon.
Ball stays with Meralco.
Ball stays with Meralco, correct. So it's been overturned. There was enough evidence to overturn the earlier.
Si Kelly Williams pinasok just to have a better chance of getting a defensive rebound.
And then a timeout from Meralco. I think they're calling a full one. Full timeout na tinawag ng Meralco. So,
hindi sila tumawag agad.
Yeah.
Pinasub muna nila itong si Kelly Williams to find out kung sino ba yung liman nasa loob sa floor.
So, 12.7 partner. Is a quick 2 an option or do you go for the 3 or 4?
If the 3 is open, you take that 3 if it's by the right person. You don't want medyo matagal din na nag-exploratory dribbling ka. Both teams already in the penalty as well anyway.
May timeout pang Meralco, 30-second variety. TNT's got 2. No more fouls to give, no more challenges. But what a matchup this has been. You know, Meralco, a few minutes ago, could have just rolled over already and said, sige na, bakasyon na tayo. But di sila pumayag, basta-basta.
Not ready. Itong Meralco.
We're looking at that lineup, and they've got a fighting heart for sure. You know, these smallish players in today's PBA, you've got guys like Quinto and Mocon and Hodge who are all undersized for their positions.
Parang same mode lahat eh. No?
Yeah.
And do a lot of different things for their team.
Brickman is another guy. Banquero, these are small guards too.
Anjo Cara?
Kasi Newsom, you know, stepped up. And of course, well, the report has been playing hard. He's just not quick enough sometimes to stick with the offensive player. But
naninibago pa rin siya dun sa PBA style.
Yeah, exactly. What can you expect, no? Second, third game pa lamang niya ngayon.
Unlike McCullough, nanggaling na naglaro na dito. Alam niya na
Nag-champion na yan eh. Okay, baseline inbound lang. Ha? This is a tough place to inbound from, di ba? Yung baseline na yan. Easier to shut down. Yes. Then on the side.
So CJ Cancino pinasok na, hindi nagsuot ng maskara.
Brickman receives it. They go to Gardner. They swing it to Newsom. Newsom. Wow. They go to Cancino. He takes a 4. Oh, he almost got it. He almost got it for the win. But TNT survives.
Wow. You look at Meralco, we said that they were gonna grind it out. They tried, they went for the 4. Seemed like that was what they were looking at as an option. TNT now, 5th straight finals appearance. 27th overall, 9th in the Commissioner's Cup. The defending champions are back in the finals. It is going to be Barangay Ginebra and TNT Tropang 5G facing in the finals.
Cancino, he went for the glass and he almost got the 4 for the win. Took a bit of time, partner, to get to him. But obviously that's why he was sent in. Yeah, no, ganda nung setup. He stepped out. He let it go. That's an angle where you can use glass, and he did, and it just rolled off.
Just a little bit strong for CJ Cancino.
TNT is in the finals. They're going to face Barangay Ginebra. I think it starts on Wednesday. Best of 7 po yan. After all of that, it's Ginebra and TNT yet again.
Well, Jordan Heading, what a game he played.
What a game. What a game.
Yung kanilang import pretty much was in foul trouble. But hindi nila masyadong naramdaman yon because of Jordan Heading. Jordan Heading was waxing hot tonight. 30 points, 7 of 10 from the three-point area. Spotless from the free throw line. He knew when to take it. He knew when to involve his teammates. Jordan Heading, what a superb ball game for him.
And he is our best player. As TNT marches into the finals, sabi nila, ayaw nila magpaiwan. Nauna ng Ginebra, susunod lang kami right away. That's the final score, 97-94. And, you know, we need to commend Meralco for a gallant stand. Patrick Gardner, maybe we'll see him again here in the PBA and these tournaments with the tall imports. Maybe he's not shown enough of what he can do yet. But Chris McCullough taking over from Bol Bol, who's now going to the finals. And this is what we're going to expect as Ginebra and TNT meet. Depensa ba ang TNT? Sila nga ang defending, as my partner Dominic said earlier. But Ginebra with JB, always with a chance once you've got Justin Brownlee leading the way.
Oh, gusto makabawi. Itong si Justin Brownlee and Barangay Ginebra. RJ Abariantos, what a 30-point ball game as well for him. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a colorful series. It's going to be, we're going to see a lot of highlights. We're going to see a lot of adjustments, a lot of emotion. It's going to be a good next, 15, 18 days para dito sa PBA.
Champion teams, champion imports, champion coaches. Game 1 starts on June 3 on Wednesday at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. We'll see you then. McCullough, Brownlee, the rest of the teams. Ginebra, TNT in the finals of the Commissioner's Cup. At dyan po kami nagpapaalam dito sa ating PBA semis Sunday. The semis are over, the finals are coming up. For Dominic Uy, Eileen Shi, and the rest of our team, this is Charlie Cuna from the United Center ng Antipolo. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat for watching, joining us all the way to the semis. But we've got the best of 7 finals coming up, and we expect you to join us there.
Tropang 5G booked the last ticket to the finals, and our best player of the game is Jordan Heading. Jordan, congratulations. This conference, you had other priorities, but this semis, you were able to find your rhythm offensively and came through with a huge conference high of 30 points. What changed for you mentally and offensively to produce what you did this series?
Nothing changed. You know, sometimes the results differ, but the work remains the same, and you just got to stick with it. And you know, it's just about playing winning basketball, and that's all that matters.
Chris, you mentioned that, Jordan, you mentioned that playing alongside Chris McCullough, you know, has really allowed you to feel more involved within the offense. Now that you guys are heading into the finals, how much of that chemistry helps unlock your game even more?
Yeah, I mean, that's SGA family. So we've already won a championship together in the Jones Cup. So we know how to play off each other, and he's been seamless just coming into our team. You know, obviously we wish all the best for Bol's recovery, and we miss him and we love him. But we're really thankful for the selfless attitude that Chris has come in here with.
Jordan, look around you. The TNT fans did not disappoint tonight. They were rooting for you all game long. Do you have a quick message for them?
Yeah, thank you so much for all your support. We love you guys. We're gonna need all this energy coming up against Ginebra. You know they're gonna be loud. Let's be louder.
Once again, that was Jordan Heading, our best player of the game. Let's now turn it over to the post-game press conference with our winning coach.
Coach Sean, congratulations for making it to the finals once again. You had to close out the series with CMAC fouling out in the end game. What did you think of the way the locals held the fort?
Yeah, I think a big factor was our game, the second half of game 2 and the game 3 of the series. Although we lost game 2, my message to the players in the dugout after the game was, hey, we've proven that we can play this team all Filipino. We almost pulled game 2 out, and that helped us to win game 3 even without an import. And then that situation happened again today in the last quarter when CMAC fouled out. Again, it was just a reminder in the huddle that I told the players, hey, we've been here before. We know how to play without an import, and that's what it's going to take to win this game.
Game number 6, TNT and Meralco. Meralco needing to win to force a game 7. TNT wanting to end the series and enter the finals here at the United Center ng Antipolo City. Getting ready for tip-off. Yung dalawang import na bago dito sa semis lamang. Sa umpisa pa lang, Jason Brickman, a hot start. He had a couple of three-pointers in the first couple of minutes of the game.
He had 8 points, Charlie, in that first quarter. You could see that he was aggressive at the start. Pero itong TNT, magandang simula ng Meralco, but TNT had an answer when they have guns like RR Pugoy.
Hitting that shot in the painted area was RR Pugoy. He wasn't that noisy in this evening, but he did hit some big shots for them throughout the game. The drive, but the miss, and then Gardner for the follow-up as he hits the deck, taking a piggyback ride on RR Pugoy. Gardner played fairly well in this ball game, getting to the line often, but Jordan Heading, big things were bound to happen after he hit a couple in that first quarter.
Back-to-back threes para dito kay Jordan Heading. You could see that he wanted this ball game. He knew that he had a different role ever since nagpalit ng import itong TNT has become more aggressive.
Chris Banquero didn't play too much sa laban ito, but that's one of his floaters in the shaded area in the second quarter. He hit over that. Chris McCullough naman, steady lang ang laro niya, not forcing anything, recognizing some mismatches. Mga mid-range jumper niya gumagana.
And you like how he makes it look so easy and so simple. Itong si Chris McCullough.
Chris Newsom naman sa kabilang panig para sa Meralco. Pretty good game for him. That's a corner 3, knocking it down. Good setup from his teammate. And actually, for both of these teams, once you move that ball around, it's effective.
Ball movement definitely is key for both teams. You could see that. And in the end, in the second quarter, Kelly Williams knocking down that 4-point shot. You know, what a way to end the second quarter.
And you said that's going to be a big shot as the game goes on, and indeed it was. Because if he didn't hit that, they probably would have lost by 1
Tama.
later on. But so they entered the half up by 7 instead of just 3. Big 4-pointer. Cliff Hodge gets presented with a plaque for 2,000 defensive rebounds. So career milestone para sa kanya yan. And smile siya dyan. But back to business as the third quarter started. And that time, he went to work. Hodge with the jam on that miscue from Calvin Oftano.
Just showing everybody that he's still got the hops, he's still got what it takes, and that's why he is the vet and really the heart and soul of this Meralco franchise.
Manuela's Rosser hitting that basket underneath. They found him several times cutting on the weak side. But Jordan Heading, just awesome shooting. Parang minsan di siya sure kung anong gagawin niya. Titira na lang niya, pumapasok pa rin.
He was knocking down 3 after 3. Jordan Heading. And then Chris Newsom going all the way to the basket. They knew they needed, knew that they needed his points, and he was going to that basket.
Calvin Aftana attacking that baseline, getting the foul to Booth on the basket. Calvin Aftana had a steady offensive game as well. Couple of three-pointers and some drives. As usual, 8-point lead for TNT. And in the start of the fourth quarter, in fact, the lead went up to double digits. TNT looked like it was going to go all the way to victory, but Meralco did not budge and kept fighting.
2 4-point shots for Bong Quinto in the fourth quarter. Binalik niya ang Meralco Bolts. Binalik niya yung pag-asa.
Pero pampasira sa mga inaasahan ng Meralco, ito si Jordan Heading. He's the dream breaker.
Oh boy.
Newsom fighting.
Keeping that dream alive. Not wanting to go quietly in the dark.
Cliff Hodge trying his darndest best. Tying this ball game up with a shot underneath on the reverse. And it was nip and tuck at that point with 1 minute and 47 to go. But there's one guy who really just stood out, and that's why he ended up as the best player of the game.
I thought just a great read once again. Knew he had the advantage on the quickness. Attacked that basket. Got the layup and the foul.
Jordan Heading, we have to show that one again. Drives to the hoop, outside shots. Foul him, he'll get to the free throw line and knock him down. Just a great performance, 7 out of 10 from three-point land. Perfect from the free throw stripe, and Jordan Heading leads his team straight into the finals.